The planning to reopen schools has been a daunting task for districts across New Mexico. And when they do welcome students back, the experience will be far from normal. On special assignment, News 13's Gabrielle Burkhardt looked into what the added safety measures are costing districts and what kids can expect to see.
New Mexicans should expect that I'm prepared to make every hard decision that saves lives.
When Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham ordered schools to close back in March, no one expected what would take place in the months to come.
It's going to be complicated with two working parents.
As the COVID-19 virus spread through communities, the state assembled a task force to work through the logistics of how to reopen all 89 school districts across New Mexico in a pandemic. Along with academics, health and safety are top priority.
We know, and all the research tells us, that the best place for our students and kids to be is in school, and that is in person. That is the goal that everybody is working towards.
To do that, the state put together rigorous safety requirements for all districts. It starts with mandatory masks when entering a school building. While some people are choosing to ignore the public health order, there will be nothing optional about the mask order at school.
The way that we have been thinking about it is kind of like part of a school uniform.
So what does it look like to make sure all students and staff have a mask in the first place?
It's a pretty monumental task.
Scott Elder is the interim superintendent for the state's largest school district, Albuquerque Public Schools. Supplying PPE, masks, hand sanitizer, and extra cleaning supplies for the district during the pandemic has been an arduous task and an expensive one. To give you an idea, APS says cloth masks run around $3.50 a piece. To buy 110,000 cloth masks for the district's students and staff one time would cost $385,000. To buy single-use paper masks for students and staff one time would cost around $186,000. Districts are only required to supply masks for school staff. It'll be up to parents to make sure their child has and wears a mask, but schools will need more on hand in case a student doesn't have access to one or shows up to school without a face covering.
I would really encourage families to work with their students now, especially young ones, because they may not be getting a lot of practice wearing a mask.
Federal aid will help with some of the costs. As part of the CARES Act, the state distributed roughly $97 million to New Mexico's school districts. APS received about $26 million, but due to a budget shortfall, Elder says $11 million of that went straight into patching up the budget.
It's going to be difficult, but we will make it work. We have to. We have to make it work. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
At PED, we are looking at every federal dollar and state dollar.
There's also community efforts to help schools. Rio Rancho Public Schools partnered with Sandoval County, securing reusable cloth masks for each of the district's 3,000 employees.
I have some supplies that I can order to help augment your order, but I also have a bunch of stuff that was already given to us.
Sandoval County Emergency Manager Seth Muller, along with other county emergency managers, can place PPE orders for places like local daycare facilities and schools.
The state is paying for all of this PPE, but ultimately we are paying, right? Because it's our tax dollars, and so we want to help the state be more fiscally responsible for the money.
Though orders have slowed down since March, at one point Muller says the state was spending roughly $3 million a week on PPE. So far, Rio Rancho schools have spent $175,000 for 71 touchless temperature tablets and more than $14,000 on masks. Across New Mexico, it's been a mixture of local, state, and federal efforts to ensure schools have what they need to welcome students back.
We're at a time where all feel very separate and isolated, but we need each other more than ever.
On special assignment, Gabrielle Burkhardt, KRQE News 13.
Each county is tracking its PPE orders through the state to eventually get some reimbursement from FEMA, but that could take years. If you would like to help provide masks for kids when they head back to school, head to our website, krqe.com/cares.